Good morning, this is Sheila and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to show you my latest junk journal album that I made for a friend of mine. We're doing a swap and she wanted to do like a shabby chic theme, and I'm not really into doing shabby chics all that much. I haven't done many, but I like it and I hope she likes my version. I've had a lot of fun making this. It's made out of one of those craft paper binders, and you used to be able to find them at Michael's, I believe. I haven't seen any lately, so I'm not sure if they just did away with them or what, but this one I actually found at a thrift shop for like $1. Anyway, with that said, it measures 7.5 by 9 3/4, and it has a 1.5 inch spine, and I think I have between 10 and 15 pages inside. And okay, so the cover was like craft paper, and I started off painting the whole thing black inside and out. And then I had this really pretty tissue paper. I'm going to turn it to the back so you can see. I had this really nice tissue paper that was gifted to me, so I Mod Podged that on. It's really pretty flowers and butterflies, birds, and dragonflies. So, and then on the front cover, I have this burlap gift bag. Sorry, my throat is a little scratchy. Not scratchy, but allergies, and it's a little, I guess, call it scratchy today. Anyway, this is a burlap gift bag, I guess you would call it, that was gifted to me. I had like 5 of them, and I thought I'd glue that on, and I added some of these really pretty white flowers on the inside. I glued them, and I have a couple of these really nice butterflies that I found at the Dollar Tree, and also this dragonfly here is from the Dollar Tree. And then I have a couple of these little beaded flowers, I guess you could call it, that were gifted to me. And I have a couple of flower gems and some other gems, and then I have this cute little snail charm, and I just attached it with a baby pen here. And on the whole cover, I went around the edge with this really nice silky ribbon all the way around. And then on the spine, I used a piece of burlap to cover the spine, and then I added some lace, and then I glued all these little gems, I guess you could call it, on. And then on the spine itself, I have these really nice silky roses that someone gifted to me. I glued some of those on, and I glued some leaves, and these are little hearts, and I put gem. These are actually crocheted, and those were gifted also, and I put some gems. For the closure, I just punched a couple small holes in, and then I used this I guess this is some kind of seam binding, but it matched the cover really well, so I used a piece of that. It was really stiff, so I wet it, and then I crinkled it up to try to wrinkle it up, and you can see that there's some pieces falling off, but that adds to it, I guess. She can cut them off if she likes. Okay, let's go inside. So what I did with the pages, I used black cardstock, and I used my tab maker to make these tabs, and she can put what she likes on them. I just left them blank, but like I said, there's like 10 or 15 pages, and I used black cardstock, and on each page I put these hole protectors, so that front and back, so when she's working with it, it kind of protects it, doesn't tear. So on the front and back covers, I made a pocket, and I have this really nice paper edge trimmer with this flower thing. I love it. I use it a lot. And I actually bought that on eBay for like $6. So in the pocket, I just stuck a couple little things. I made this little tag for her. There's a piece of coffee dye paper. And then this is a really pretty piece of stationery. I also have envelopes, which I should have put an envelope with this in there, but I forgot to add that. I'll do that later. And then I use this really pretty rose paper for the inside. And all my pages, after I glued on coffee dyed paper onto the black cardstock, I went back and I sewed all the way around with my sewing machine. And I'm trying to do that a little bit more with my journals. That's a new technique that I'm trying to get used to doing. I also added some lace tabs here and there. But here's another pocket, and there's like this little pocket here. It's not really, I guess you could stick something in there, but, and I added a flower and just made the pocket into another pocket, and behind there's a couple of journaling cards and this little file folder thing there. And some of the pages I left blank. I just added a little detail so that she can have some room to write, and I left some of the black pages blank so that she could add pictures if she likes. This is just a little sticker that says friends, and I drew a little heart there. I used a lot of these paper flowers and some buttons in the middle. This is awesome here. This tag I made, and I just paper clipped it to the side. Lovely. Here's a pocket that I made. I put a piece of burlap behind it, and then this piece of ribbon I just glued down, and I stuck that in there for an accent. And made that pocket and just added these. I put some things in here that she could use in the journal, or she could use it for other things. But here's a little silk flower that I glued onto a button, and this is a cork sticker. I used plain paper, graph paper, music paper, all kinds of paper. And she wanted to make some of the pages, you know, like small, different sizes, so that's what I did throughout the whole album. And here I just stuck this little card here. I love how my paper comes out. I didn't ink the edges, because usually I do, but because this is a shabby chic, I didn't want to make it too grungy, so I didn't ink my edges like I usually like to do. Here I made a belly band with just a piece of cardstock, some lace, and then I had this really pretty flower piece here, and then I just stuck, this is a storybook page, and then this is just a booklet that I made. I printed this. I didn't print this. I have a book that has a lot of not documentary, like journaling papers in it and stuff. This I did print off online, and I just tucked it in there. Here I made another little pocket with that really pretty gold lace, and stuck some tags in there. And this little not flower, this little bow here, and I've got a gold or a copper gold leaf in there. Left that blank. Here someone gave me this lovely little doll ephemera, and oh, excuse me, I glued her down. Plenty of room to write. I love this burlap. This burlap I got from the Dollar Tree. I mean, they have all different colors. It depends on the season. And I bought some pink and blue. This pink and this color blue, and I love it. I just use it in a lot of things. Here's a little pocket that was made out of a doily. And someone actually made this. I didn't make it. And I just added the flower and this little paper flower back here to make a pocket, and then just added a few things in there. And here's a doll stamped image. I don't know if it's a stamped image or printed, because I didn't do that. That was gifted. I get a lot of stuff, and I love to share my stuff that people send me. Here's another little flower, and you can see I used another piece of burlap. I love doing that. This is another cork piece, and it says princess. Here I got a little butterfly with a happy sentiment. This was actually typewriting paper. Here, this pocket, I actually have a die cut for this, and I bought it from Wish, which is an app, and they come from China. And I was worried about how good quality they are, but as you can see, they work just like the real good ones. And I paid $1 for most of them. Some of them, a couple of them were free with $1 or $2 shipping. I mean, for a few bucks you can get really nice dies, and you don't have to break your bank. So I bought about 10 different ones, and I think I'm gonna go and get some more. I just got some tags in here, but that's a really pretty pocket. I love that pocket. You know, blank. Here's a little tag that I just added. Someone had gifted me that. And then I made a tab with some burlap. Here is, I just glued down this little die cut. Added a ticket, and then I used some gems for the center of the flowers. And on this page I used a piece of burlap and made a tuck spot. And here's another one of my dies. It's this really lovely Victorian lady. That's another one of the dies from Wish. And this, I just added this tag because I thought it would go nice. And this little bow here, I was gifted in a recent swap. We had to do a pink box with all kinds of goodies inside. Here I made a pocket out of just a piece of scrap paper. This is a piece of tissue, not tissue paper, but dressmaking paper, I guess. And then I used a piece of corrugated paper, just cut out a rough shape, and then there's a button, and I added some fringe here, and then just tucked in. These I bought. Yeah, they lost their scent because I've had them for a long time. I bought 100 of these from a yard sale. I think it was a yard sale, and it was actually dipped in cinnamon. Oh my god, they smelled so good, but unfortunately the scent is gone because I've had them for a long time. And I only have a few of these left. Here I just added this really nice dimensional owl sticker. It looks like it's metal, and it's actually heavy duty plastic, and you get, I got these at the Dollar Tree, and they have stars, they have owls, they have hearts, they have butterflies. Oh my god, I just went back and I bought some more, because once they're gone I doubt they're gonna get any more back, but I bought about 10 packs. They're really nice. So if you have a Dollar Tree, go check and see if you have some of those. And I did not find them where the other craft stuff is. If you have a craft section in your store, I didn't find them there. They might be there, but what I found mine were at the, when you go to check out, they have a few display things in the front of the store before you check out. And it was the far corner one where I found mine, but sometimes they don't put things in the same spot as in places where you would think they would be. Here is another pocket, and this was actually gifted to me, and I think all these two were gifted to me. These little angels in here. And some more buttons with some burlap. And I'm learning to collage a little bit more. I never did. I'm trying to learn more about collage in my pages. This is just a little Avenue thing. I think I got that off a sticker pad for Paris, because I recently did that Paris book. And the woman that I made it for absolutely loved it. Anyway, here's a picture. Someone had sent me this. It was on a bigger thing. I just cut it down. And because it wasn't sticking down, I used some washi tape. Here's another pocket. And you know what? These little pockets here were actually Memorex cards, if you're familiar with the Memorex cards. And I actually have some right here. The Memorex cards, and they, you know, they stick on a thing that people used to use to keep their addresses and phone numbers. And I've been doing a lot of these, but this is what this was, and they made it into a pocket. And then I just added a couple little things and some lace and some buttons. These buttons also came from China. I paid, I don't know, $2 or $3 for a pack of 50. I would say 50, and they're good quality. You know, some of the things aren't good quality. I wouldn't recommend jewelry, because I bought jewelry before from there and they are really cheap. I wish I could find one of the things that I could show you, but they're really cheap. I wouldn't recommend their jewelry or clothes. But pocketbooks, craft items, notebooks, and things like that are fine, but anything else I wouldn't recommend. But anyway, here's a pocket, and it's just a little bag that someone made, I think. I don't think they bought it, but to me it looks like they made it. And just a couple little tags in there. I worked on this for maybe 2 weeks. I wanted to take my time and make sure I did it really nice, because the lady I'm doing it with, she does some awesome work, and I don't want her to say, oh my god, she didn't do nothing. Here's the other pocket, and again I used that punch, and I used that rose paper. And I have a piece of tissue paper. Actually, I think this is coffee filter back here I used. A cork butterfly, and then these flowers that I was just gifted. Some of these you can find at the Dollar Tree also. And then I made this little tag here. And then these bags, I found these bags. Where did I find these bags? I think I got these bags at I want to say Hobby Lobby, and they come in the craft paper, and I had found some that are in the glassine, and they're embossed with buttons, and I thought it was really, really cute, so I bought some of those. I actually bought, this is one of the smaller sizes, but the other ones I got are a little bit bigger, so I just stuck a couple of blank tags in there that she can decorate. And that's it. And you can see I glued all that around. I even painted the inside, I believe. Yes, I did. I painted the inside of the book also, just with a regular acrylic paint, nothing fancy. And you can see I just tied a little knot to hold my string. And I didn't do nothing to the back except add some lace to the burlap, and I just left this plain because it's so pretty. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. I'm getting closer and closer to 500, and once I reach that mark, I'm going to do a giveaway. And if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel and let your friends know, and have them come and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.